So I got today's reading from the 16th of June for the next 7 days. And what's come up for the collective of people that are tuned to this channel are a few things that kind of align with what I posted earlier about the dark night of the soul. And what's come up is the archetype, the threshold, which is all about crossing over and leaving behind things that don't serve you. So it's all about kind of unlearning and moving forward and letting go of things that don't necessarily need to come on your journey with you. If you're in that phase of business where you've pivoted perhaps an idea, perhaps you've come into a new shift of a new concept, a new perspective, then there's some old ideas that need to be let go of. And so the threshold is all about crossing over and totally allowing yourself to immerse yourself in the new and let go of the old. So that's the archetype that's coming up for you. Funnily enough as well, the colour that you should be channeling is black, which is all about finding richness in the dark night. So black is also a colour for protection. So what the dark night brings you isn't something that's quite negative. It's actually quite liberating. What happens is that you are being held in this fear of almost this is what's going to serve you for your next level. So it's shedding the snake, it's going into the darkness, it's understanding what the thing that you was hiding before, and it's bringing it to the light so that you can use that and transmute that for your highest good. So this is all about finding richness in the dark parts. Normally what happens in the dark night of the soul, we find it as individuals quite challenging, and it can be quite challenging, but there's a message for you to find the richness in it. What can you take? What's the medicine in this experience? There's always medicine in our lessons, and the people that we are surrounded by, there's always medicine we can take. It's going to help us to recover, to reset, to refuel, so we can go into our next journey. So that's what this message is about. Work with black energy, and obviously work from a place of empowerment. So that's there. So that means you can also work with the trees, right? It's got a tree there. It's all about branches. It's all about leveraging. So that's what's come up. There's a card that's saying you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So whatever direction you're heading in, you might think it's scary. You might think it's the unknown. Just like the dark night of the soul, it's unknown, right? You're almost letting go of what you know and going into the unknown for something you're not even sure about. But you're already doing it. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're already doing it. You've been doing it for a while now, and you can do it. That's what's coming up. The guardians that are protection guardian is helping you. They're saying drop your shields. There's certain things that you're protecting. Don't need to protect it. The guardians are here to help protect you, and let you know that actually there's so many great things that are happening for you, not to you. And so the protection guardians are here to remind you to drop your shields. So you don't need to protect the things that are not going to serve you. But it's part of releasing the old. Release, and embrace the new. Now, Saint Bridget is the feminine divine that's here to help you with this journey. And she's all about giving you endless light and saying, this is my soul is all I need. Your soul is all you need, right? There's certain parts of your soul that needs to shed certain things that don't serve it. So whatever is within your soul that is being shed, you don't need anything else. That's what you need, right? Saint Bridget is giving you the light you need, telling you that the light lives within you. So this work is helping you to see more light. Number 27, for the Sacred Rebel, is all about receiving help, receiving guidance, receiving God, receiving universe. It's all about getting into that prayer mode, prayer spirit. That spirit that is all about letting you know that you don't have to do this by yourself. There's guides, there's angels here to support you, here to protect you. And there's some healing here for you as well. So it's about receiving, right? So this is what you're going to say out loud. I release all false guilt and shame about having needs and all false beliefs about rest being wasteful or unnecessary. I accept healthy, productive, sacred rest and the gifts of happiness that it brings. I understand that rest and activity balance, feed, and nourish each other. There is sacred healing that happens through rest, which is very powerful. I accept and receive this now through unconditional love. This is now so. Then there's a story to read out loud as though you were lovingly reading it to yourself as a child. So this is where you get comfortable on the sofa, and I'm going to read it for you. I remember listening to somebody the other day reading a story to children. Their voice changed, so if my voice changes, apologies in advance. So the great French impressionist painter Monet sat in his garden on a warm afternoon. He was napping lightly on his garden bench when the sunlight dappling gently through the straw hat resting over his face. It was soft and warm. On his closed eyelids, he sighs contentedly. A nosy neighbour poked his head over the fence, keen to know what the brilliant artist was up to now. "Sir, you are resting," the curious neighbour called out. "No," responded Monet, wriggling to get even more comfortable on his reclining garden chair. "I am working." He relaxed further as the mild breeze tickled the hair on his forearms. Monet returned to his garden the next day, and consumed by the urge to translate his feelings into the canvas, he painted with great energy and focus. He was inspired, and the paint flowed. Again, the nosy neighbour poked his head around the fence. He called out, "Sir, you are working." "No," said the artist, barely pausing with his brush. "I am resting." So when you're done, give yourself a hug and perhaps have a nap or a cup of tea, or do a little dance around your living room, or paint. Or relax, go for a walk in the park, or do a spot of window shopping. Just be, play, laugh, relax. Give yourself what you feel you need at this time. If you aren't certain, that's fine. Guess. And know that the most often you do this, the more skilled you will become in identifying and meeting your needs. The Dark Night of the Soul asks you to be able to receive guidance, to know that rest is okay, to know that the work you're doing can be quite tiring, but to go with your instincts, go with your intuition, go with a need. Don't go with unmet needs around this time, or any time in fact. Learn to know that the season you're in right now is all about you leaning in, surrendering, and giving yourself some radical self-care. So that's a message for this week. See what resonated with you, what inspired you, what spoke to you. It's a collective message, and it's about helping you to shift, heal, and expand. Thank you for watching.